Welcome back, everyone, to Creekcast Bit Size, your weekly dose of our stupid shenanigans.
Yeah. So today, we mentioned it before on a previous bid size. Pray Away, one of my mentions for the recommendations. Now we both watched it, and so we're just gonna give a nice little review of the documentary.
Turns out it didn't get me closer to God. Who would have known?
Who
For
would have
the
thought?
people who don't know what we're talking about somehow, it's just this documentary called Pray Away, which is about an organization of how to not be the gay. It's literally all about that.
Yeah,
They interview people who used to be gay, used to be gay. No, they used to be used not to be gay.
yeah. They used
Yeah,
to pretend to not be gay. So basically, like they bring on, the people who were on top of the organization and who were the leaders, and that's why it's crazy because they bring on like the ex-leaders of these organizations, the people who formed these
yeah.
conventions,
Uh,
and
it's just themselves. Like at first, they fooled themselves into thinking
mhm,
they were not gay because religion and stuff, and they were like, oh, like people
yeah,
even had kids.
yeah, like they built full families,
Like
and
it wasn't just a scam. Well, it was a scam, but they were in it.
yeah,
They scammed themselves. Like
yeah,
they fooled themselves and then used that lie towards
yeah.
other people to get money, which is
Mhm.
outstanding. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, it's a whole organization dedicated to lying to yourself through the eyes of God. Um,
It's just a very tragic backstory for
yeah, yeah,
everyone involved. Like
yeah, and
it wasn't like a summer camp thing. It's not like, oh,
no,
I'm
no,
going
no,
not to
no.
pretend to be gay like for like 2 months.
Yeah,
No,
no.
they like ruined their lives.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like it's very serious because I mean, these people spent chunks of their life, like probably, more than a year, like years on end, they would be here, and I mean, the damage psychologically and mentally, like it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean the documentary in it of itself is a little biased towards the regular side to the
Hmm.
not despicable side.
Hmm.
But they have this guy that might or might it might be one of our future guests. Not
Yeah,
spoiling.
in my
Uh,
in my
who is still on it?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
but instead of being gay, he was trans, and
yeah.
he detransitioned because of God and all that stupid stuff. And he's still preaching it.
Yeah, so I mean, if you watch the documentary, you'll know who we're talking about. But yeah, basically, like because the main organization has like already kind of collapsed.
Disbanded. Yeah.
Yeah, but this guy is like keeping those tiny groups alive and marching and doing all these things. So I mean, if we get him on, he's definitely like.
It's going to be a good episode. That's all
Yeah,
I'm going
it's
to
gonna
say.
be interesting. Interesting.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean it's I don't know. I think the whole organization doesn't have as much power
Yeah.
as well. Not the organization though. No, doesn't exist anymore. But
Hmm.
as they said on the documentary, as long as homophobia exists in this world,
Yeah.
some form of the organization is going to live on. So
Hmm.
it's basically going to live on as long as we are alive, as
Hmm.
people exist.
Yeah.
And yeah, but I don't feel like that this might be come from a place of ignorance, but I just don't feel that they are as prominent as they were.
Mm.
Like previously, they were like because we're talking about the 70s.
Yeah, yeah.
They disbanded on like 2003 or something like that.
Yeah, the later 2000s,
Yeah, but
roughly.
they were at their peak at the 70s because
Hmm.
homophobia was at its peak in the
Yeah, and
70s.
I mean, here's the thing. I think uh, like the difference is that it was so organized, and it was like, it wasn't seen as, it wasn't necessarily frowned upon. Like it was
Hmm.
encouraged by communities to go to conversion therapies and take your children to conversion therapies, and it was kind of part of well, that section of the population. It was like the standard, and I just don't think it's that prominent to be like a tendency in the world we see, and it's definitely frowned upon nowadays. But it definitely still exists. Like, yeah, homophobia exists. That's bound to exist because people feel like they'll need to lie to themselves, either because of hate or because of
Hate,
God's
yeah, I
word.
mean, hate towards themselves.
Yeah,
Like it was an easy option to take. But yeah, I mean, without spoiling any more
yeah.
of the documentary, pretty good. Maybe here is where we freestyle our very first quick score, beat
Oh,
score.
oh, bid score. Oh,
Oh
damn.
yeah. So documentary Pray Away has a beat score of
I'll give it a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. I give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay, okay.
I've seen some heavy documentary. This one's up there,
Mhm,
but yeah, I think it's a little too leaning on
mhm.
one perspective. Not saying that they need to like give them a chance to talk. Like nah, they're straight up wrong. But I would have liked to see more of that. But
Mm.
overall, it's fantastic. It's a problem that needs attention, and it's not boring. Which for most documentaries, it's
Yeah,
wild.
it's really engaging, and I think to close up on this bit size before our movie recommendation, like what it has as well is just the factor of they're bringing on the ex leaders, like that changes
Yeah, that's
everything because
wild.
it shows you the whole like perspective, like it goes full circle, and
You see
that.
the insights
Yeah,
how it works. So
yeah,
go watch it. It's on Netflix. It's pretty short, like hour and 40 minutes.
yeah. Check it out. Check
You can
it
put
out.
it on times 1.5 speed, and it's 1 hour and like 10 minutes,
Uh-huh.
and it like everything's still coherent. Yeah, that's how I watched it. So fully
Check it out.
recommended. And for more recommendations, the quick movie recommendations of the day are.
You can start off.
So the movie recommendation of the day is firstly War Dogs, great movie. Uh, just it's about two guys who sell guns. That's pretty much it. It's pretty fucking funny all the way. Forget the
Uh,
names, but if you've seen Whiplash, the main guy,
that guy.
or Superbad, the fat guy.
That guy as well.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yes. So mine is Monty Python and the Holy Grail, a classic English comedy. Hilarious, top notch. It's a classic. Check it out. That is my
so
big commendation.
pure comedy all the way this week.
Mhm.
And see you on Monday with the next episode, which I'm going to pretend that I know who it is.
I do.
Who is you?
It's Destiny from Choked Up.
Oh, Destiny Choked Up. Pretty cool. It's part of the mini series kind of thing of fire, earth, and
Oh
water.
yeah. Oh yeah.
We
I
were
forgot
going to
about
do
that.
something like that, but we kind of threw it in the trash. But yeah, see you on Monday and see
Yeah.
you Friday for the next bit size. Beat you later.
Beat you later.